Are you struggling to open and close your sliding windows and doors, which can be very frustrating? Then come along with me and I'll show how you might be able to fix this problem quick and easy. Let's go. Hey guys, Musa here from Quantum Home Improvements and Solutions. Welcome back. If this is your first time to our channel, it's great having you join us. And so today I'm going to show you how to fix a sliding window and door problem, hopefully. So then we built this house and moved in around about 12 years ago. And we got these from Bradman Windows, which is a really good quality window, and we bought it at a reasonable price. Now, the only reason we got an issue with this particular window is because when the bricklayers were doing the bricklaying, some of the mortar came onto the tracks. And to the most part, I cleaned most of the house, but I neglected this one. So this is on me. And so because I don't use this bathroom, the kids were using it, and the wheel itself, which is plastic, deteriorated, and then it went from aluminium to aluminium. So the actual track itself is wearing down. So now the height of the track is now reduced. It's lost some of its integrity. But if you look in the back section, it still has the same colored track as the window. There's extrusion, which means that the back wheel is actually fine. So now the front wheel needs to be changed. In actual fact, I'm going to change both wheels. And so we're building a tiny home. And when I ordered the windows and doors for that, I asked Bradman to send me some spares of the windows and also the sliding door rollers. Now this is the easiest part to fix. The harder part is actually fixing the track. Now if the track has worn out too far down, that's going to be a real issue. Now there are people that actually can come out and reform a new track. They'll have to cut the track off and they put a new track in. I'm not sure how expensive that would be, but I know there are people out there doing that. So now I've learnt my lesson, and I know that you've got to keep the tracks clean all the time. So I just went through and cleaned it again. It was a bit dusty. Unfortunately, this area is a dust trap. So I've gone through and just broomed it and then vacuumed, and it's all clean again. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take this window out. So to take sliding windows out, you just pull up, pull the bottom out, and let it come back down again. And you should miss the blinds. Yes, beautifully. All right, so I'll just turn this upside down so we can have a better look at it. Okay, so this is the wheel here, and you can see, you might be able to see, it's just eroded on this section here. The rest has its integrity, but because it's now flat on the wheel on this section here, it won't roll anymore. And you can actually see here the damage of the extrusion. So it's silver here, the aluminium is exposed, where here it's still black, so you can see the damage. And so it's carved away some of the extrusion, and it's also done the same on the track. Okay, just turn this around so you can see it properly. So you can see a silver screw here. It has a square bit. So all you've got to do is just get a bit that takes that out and just unscrew it. It's pretty easy. Now this should come straight out. So easy. And so this is the damage of the wheel. I'll try to show that on camera. You can see that straight section. I'll just turn it. And you can see how it's irregular. Anyway, all right, so now I'll just put the new one in, and you just pop that in. It's pretty easy, just like that. It's done. Okay, I'll just put the screw back in. Okay, that's done. Now I'll just do the back. As I said, I'm just taking it out just for precaution. I'm changing both wheels. Okay, that's done. Now I'm going to put this on the side, just out of the way, and I'm going to fix the track up as best I can. So now I've just put a bit of a curve in this. So I've got some 120 paper. I'm just going to sit that on the track and just sand that down and take all the rough bits off. That's feeling good. That is good. Just a little bit over here, a little bit over here. Okay. So I'm putting pressure downwards and also putting pressure on the side. It looks like the 120 paper was perfect for this. If it's only very minor, you might need to use a 240. But yeah, if the track is totally damaged and it's all the way down to the extrusion, your wheel won't work. But this is still gonna work and it's working fine. I can feel there's no roughness anywhere, so this is perfect. Okay, so all I'm gonna do now is vacuum it. Okay, that is fantastic. I'm really happy with that. Okay, so now I bring the window back. I'm just gonna put some 3-in-1 lithium grease in there, which is just a spray form. Just a little bit. Okay, and just a little bit on this one. Now on the track, I don't want to actually spray the track, so I'm gonna spray my finger and just gonna rub that against the track. Okay, so don't put too much on, whatever you do. The dust will just collect on that. Beautiful. All right, that's perfect. So just turn that around. And the exact same way, put it up first through the top channel. That's in. Push the window back into the bottom track. Look at that. Back to new. So easy to open and close now. All right, now I'll get into the sliding door in the laundry. Okay, so I'll roll up the blind. There we go. And just open the door. Okay, so now this one still works okay, but I've noticed the track looks like it's damaging. So on this side, you can see the aluminium exposed, but on this side, same as the bathroom window, you can still see the paint on there. So I'm gonna have a look at this door. Even though it still works okay, there's a little bit of weight in it, it's not supposed to be, and I can hear a little bit of scratching. So I think the wheel on this one is also on this side, has damaged, and I've got a spare of those as well. All right, so now there's not much room in here to do this, but I'll just lift this up, and this is really heavy. Okay, just pull that out. Past the blind, yep, beautiful. Just take it easy with this. It's a lot of weight. And there we go. All right, let's have a look at this side. Yeah, as I thought, the wheel is wearing out a little bit. The other one looks fine, but this one is wearing out. Okay, so it's a little bit dark in here, unfortunately. This is the hallway. So now this is the new wheel. I'm only gonna replace the one of them. The other one looks perfect. And these ones here are actually really expensive. So what I'm gonna do is just to unscrew this. It's with a Phillips head. Okay, that's not so easy to take out, I've got to say. All right, but it is out. Now it is important to put it back the right way. So this has a little guard on the front. Now that guard goes on the end, not on the inside, but on the outside. So now I'll just push that back in. Done, replaced, easy. So now I'll just put the adjustment back on. Now this raises and lowers the wheel. Okay, right now it's pushing out. I'm gonna push it back the other direction. There it is there. Okay, so I've gone through and vacuumed the track. It's looking pretty good, but I did notice that it's a bit rough. So I'm gonna sand that down a little bit, just like I did the bathroom, just in case, and I'll re-vacuum it. All right, so now this is the wheel that came off, and this is the new one, or another new one. So now if you can see the difference between them, it's only marginal, but this one here has more of a V. So this has lost a little bit of it. It's not too bad, but I'm definitely gonna throw that away. Okay, once again, using the 120 grade paper, just fold it up so it can go inside and just sand that down. Oh, that's cleaning beautifully. Okay, that's beautiful. Oh, that feels good. Okay, now I'll just vacuum it. Okay, once again, I'll spray on the white lithium grease. That one, and also on this bottom one. All right. Okay. There we go. Just get my fingers out of there. Beautiful. Whoops, she slides too easy now. It's all done. How easy was that? So one thing to note, it's really important to get onto this early, because if you leave it too late, then you're gonna have to go to the extreme and fix your door, and to the point maybe you might even have to replace your door. So if you want to know more about Braden Windows, I'll put a link for them in the descriptions below, as well as our tiny home series. So that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And if you have any comments at all, please leave below and I will get back to you. And I'd ask you, please consider to subscribe, hit the like button and share this video, and there's many more to come. Thanks guys.